that I came across from the European Times. Title is Obama issues Ron Paul kill order as Russia prepares for war. It says here that the Federal Security Service, that's the FSB, is reporting today that the secret letter, apparently a letter that was sent to Prime Minister Putin by Japanese Prime Minister Noda, contains a warning that Barack Obama has issued an executive level kill order against U.S. Congressman Ron Paul. They say that basically a kill order is a metaphor for silencing down Congressman Ron Paul in the mass media as if he doesn't exist. Now, we can already believe this because it's already been going on. It's been happening. I mean, they've been pretending he doesn't exist ever since he has existed. So I can definitely believe that. And it says here that they don't want him to, They don't want him to expose. Obama does not want him to expose to all Americans what can only be described as the largest mass theft in human history. And it says, according to this report, Noda first became aware of the kill order after a private meeting with Obama at last week's summit in Indonesia. Now, also says here that not many Americans know, and this is true, that Goldman Sachs put Obama into office because, if you paid attention at all, they gave Obama the most money during his presidential campaign. And it says here that they put him president because, let's see, the reason, here it goes, reason for Goldman Sachs and other top American and European banksters putting Obama into office is so they could loot the American taxpayers of an estimated $100 trillion. That's nearly $30 trillion of which went directly into the pockets of international banksters around the world, and another $70 trillion in lost home values, stock portfolios, and pension funds. And that right there, I just want to pause for a second. That's the reason why that's why Ron Paul is Occupy Wall Street's candidate. That's what everybody in Occupy Wall Street needs to realize. You want someone to scare them, somebody they don't like, somebody they fear. Ron Paul. They don't like Ron Paul, because he's going to expose them. This is what he's going to expose. It says here that causing Obama and his bankster allies to fear Ron Paul is the congressman's ability to hold U.S. congressional hearings on the $8 trillion in secret loans to the largest banks in America without the public's knowledge. So he will be exposing the largest theft in human history and laying bare for all to see the total criminality of their entire elite political, financial, and corporate class. So Ron Paul has the ability to have hearings to be able to expose this large theft that's been going on. And what would that do? That more people will become aware. More people will become educated and see through the propaganda that's been going on. Now, it says here that Ron Paul further warned the American people this year that their nation was becoming a police state, called for the impeachment of Obama for ordering the assassination of American citizens without charges or trial, and stated that Obama had violated the War Powers Act over his actions against Libya. And see, this is why they want him to run as a third-party candidate. These are the things that he says in debates. You think they wanted you to hear these things in debates? You think anybody else would have brought this up? Newt Gingrich, Mitt Romney, any one of them would have brought these issues up? Now, this report also states that the quote-unquote assassination regime ordered against Ron Paul by Obama may already be underway as one of the U.S. foreclosure fraud whistleblowers subpoenaed by Ron Paul to testify before the Congress named Tracy Lawrence was found quote-unquote suicided yesterday in Las Vegas. And I'll put that article up. So basically I'm saying here that I wouldn't be surprised if they do or they attempt to assassinate Ron Paul. So basically, we got to ask ourselves, is Ron Paul going to turn up like Tracy Lawrence? Now, to be fair, I can't find any other articles or statements stating that Ron Paul did subpoena Tracy Lawrence. So I would request that anybody who has the opportunity and the chance to ask Ron Paul a question, they need to ask him that, because that information needs to be exposed if he did, in fact. Either way it needs to be exposed, but definitely if he subpoenaed her. More and more people need to know about that, and that needs to be exposed. Alternative media and mainstream media. If you're a Ron Paul supporter, if you know about government corruption, you know about false flag terrorism, you know about the JFK assassination, all these lies and propaganda, then you have to face the music and realize and tell yourself that this is real, that Ron Paul could very well end up just like JFK. So it isn't by our government to not do that. They'll take him out if they want to. It's all about how they're going to do it, and if it's right and when it's right. So I just ask every supporter out there, Occupy Wall Street, Ron Paul supporter, that we all, wake up, make sure that we're using all of our senses, we're paying attention, because this is a chess game. Basically, this is what we're playing. And if you think that they're not got stuff up their sleeve, they do. So that's all I have for today. I appreciate you watching, and like always, I just want to leave you with this. And always remember, some people are up to no good. Peace, y'all.
Some people are up to no good.